This is a problem. These are 9 external portable hard drives full of data, and I need a solution. I cannot continue going on like this, just buying new hard drives, backing up, buying new hard drives, backing up. It needs to be centrally stored, and I need to have something that will actually organize this chaos. And I think I've found it. This is the Synology D920 Plus. Let's go. And we moved into the temporary office to dig a little bit deeper into the DS920 Plus here from Synology. The idea is to set it up because I've never done this before. So I've got the quick installation guide here and some Seagate Ironwolf 6 terabyte hard drives. And I want to try and set this up and get the software rolling and start backing up some of my data, because as a travel videographer and photographer, over the last 5 years, especially of running my small business, Snell Media, I have accumulated a ton of data, and a lot of it is really valuable, and I definitely do not want to lose it. And I even want to have backups of the most important stuff. So over the years, I've just been buying hard drives, filling them up, buying a hard drive, filling it up, and storing them, where I could, either at my parents' house back in Canada or here at Nellie's mom's house. But when we were living nomadic, it's hard to travel with, 11 external hard drives. So the whole idea behind getting this system is so that I can have a personal server that I can connect to via the internet, no matter where I am in the world, and either back up my data or be able to source data that I've backed up in the past. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get this, was just organize my data, organize the chaos, and be able to access it whenever I want from wherever I want. Now, I know very little about this. The research that I've done over the last couple of days has really opened my eyes to how powerful this machine is. So the whole idea behind this video is to give you an idea why I think it's extremely valuable for photographers and video creators, and especially for me. And I think that you'll be able to relate to this as well. So what I'm going to do is set it up and just kind of time lapse through this process, and then come back to this video in a couple days, which will only be 30 seconds from now in your time. But I want to come back after I've got a much better idea of how this is going to really suit my needs, and then go over that conclusion with you in this video. So let's time lapse over a couple days and figure out how this thing works. And we are back. It has been about 3 days of setting up the Synology DS920 Plus and trying to transfer some of this data. So far, I'm about 6 terabytes through 24 terabytes, which has taken a bit longer than I thought. My average transfer rate over the LAN cable right now is about 20 to 25 megabytes per second, which isn't very fast. It's a bit slow. I was hoping for a bit quicker of a transfer rate, but at the same time, if you leave it overnight, it can do up to 600 to 900 gigabytes, depending on your internet connection. Eventually, I will get all of my data backed up and free up these hard drives so that I can travel again once the whole lockdown situation eases a bit more and I start working once again.
What's going on, guys?
We're trying to get breakfast.
Yeah, we're trying not to let Greg spill his coffee on the damn laptop.
I can travel with these lacy drives and leave this wherever we are. You know, if Nelly and I are going to rent a place, that'll be like the main data hub. And the best thing about this that I've figured out so far is that I can access it via my phone, via the computer, the laptop, from anywhere in the world, as long as it's on and kind of running in the background. And so far that's been really cool. I've backed up all of my music. I've got music from back when I was in high school, and like just hundreds and hundreds of albums of music that I can now access on my phone, which is really cool. So it's like my own kind of personal Spotify wherever I go all the time, which I've never had before. So that's actually something that I'm really looking forward to accessing throughout the next years to come. Nelly and I were talking about this yesterday, and we're actually thinking that this is going to be like the new version of kind of like memories, you know, like photo books. You know, if you've grown up in your family home and you've got all these albums of like old images from when your parents were teenagers or when they got married or whatever, and it's so much fun sometimes to go through those images. It's kind of like nostalgia. We were talking about like what happens if in 40 years, you know, I have some kids, maybe, you know, they'd probably be pretty good looking and extremely intelligent, and they're like, hey, we want to see some photos of when dad was super cool and just such a cool guy. They could connect to this and they'd be able to access all these old photos and old videos. You know, it's basically like kind of the data of your life. And I think that this is the future, really, like having your own kind of personal server, network attached storage. You can access it wherever you are in the world, whenever you want. You can upload things to it. You can download from it. It's just like really convenient, especially for people like us that are data savvy and have a lot of content, photographs and video and maybe small business content, etc. So that's the one thing that I'm kind of realizing, is that this is going to be the hub for all of my data, and I'm gonna need to expand it for sure, because I'm basically already filling it with 24 gigs, and I haven't worked out yet how the RAID system is gonna work, because I wanna have a backup of the most important stuff, both within the actual DS920 Plus, and then I want to have like an offsite backup as well of some of the most important stuff that I've got. So I'm still trying to kind of figure that out. This is expandable though, through this USB port on the front, so I can actually get another 4 bays at some point if I need it, or even 8 bays, I'm not sure. So very cool. I know a lot of you guys watching actually have a Synology. I put up a photo in the community tab of this channel and got a few comments, and then I've got some people that have been on some of the workshops with Brendan and I that sent me messages saying like, oh yeah, I use this as well and blah blah blah. So I'm keen to know like your thoughts on how I can better operate the NAS and how I can work with it going forward, because even though I've done all this research, I'm still relatively a newbie and I'm trying to figure out how it can work best for me. But right now it's all about the data storage and backups. That's kind of what I'm trying to get a handle of, and free up these hard drives so that I can travel with them in the future. So full disclosure, this video is sponsored by Synology. They sent me this in the mail, which is amazing. So big thanks to them. I'm not getting paid for it though, but I did get the unit for free, which is awesome. I don't have an affiliate with Synology directly, but I have got an Amazon affiliate link in the description for both just the NAS without any hard drives, and then like a full package with 4 8TB Seagate Iron Wolf hard drives. So check those out if you're interested in learning more about this product. I do think that as a creator, as a content creator, as a photographer, as a videographer, this is like just incredible. It's so useful, and I think going forward in the future, it's going to be the hub, you know, it'll be the main station. So very cool. Happy to have this and happy to try and populate it with all that content. And that's it. I'm looking forward to your thoughts and your comments on this video. I'm also probably going to make another video about this down the road once I have a much better understanding of exactly how I'm using it. So look forward to that as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you on the next one.